Hello, viewers. You are welcome to the Beton Talk Show, and our guest today is Alexandra Santos. I mentioned to you guys lately that she's gonna be my guest today, and there's lots that we're gonna learn from her. You are welcome, Alexandra.
Thank you for inviting me.
How have you been this week?
I'm good. Like we're really busy. Like we are preparing some events that are coming soon, so a lot of things going on now.
It's like you are always busy.
Yeah, I think it's like you're always jumping from one project to the other, so
Okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, what do you do?
yeah, sure. Maybe like a quick intro.
Yeah,
So,
quick intro, like about you.
yeah, so like I'm originally from Portugal. I moved to Finland 14 years ago. Like I moved first time to study, and then I moved later to work. And I was working before, like in a software testing area. I worked in Nokia and Microsoft, and basically after the Microsoft office closed, in Tampere I started freelancing, and then it was at the same time that Tribe Tampere was kind of being born, and I joined. Like I saw like a group of people that wanted to do something different in Tampere, and so basically I joined Tribe Tampere. And
Okay. So far, how has life been in Tribe Tampere?
I think really good because there's a lot of very like enthusiastic people that really want to do something, and you get always this positive energy to do things when you're here. Like
Okay.
I think I gain my energy from here, and as well the courage to start new projects or do different things that I was used to before.
Yeah, so I believe this Tribe Tampere, I mean, it's an open space that startups come, to like, people who have ideas to discuss or maybe to like share and also work on their project. So how is it like, meeting different people who have different ideas? I mean, like you're always here and trying to see how you can help them. How do you get like to work with those people, like to meet them and see?
Yeah, you meet very different kind of people here, like from students as well from investors visiting, people that maybe they want to be or form a company but they don't know yet where to start. You meet already people that have already companies. I think people here are looking for different things. I think one of the things that we do a lot here is the connections, that we're
Okay.
able to connect to people or guide them in the right direction.
Okay. So basically, you are kind of like a mentor, and I saw that you have passion in mentoring and leadership.
Yeah, I've been mentoring like in the past. I think as part of my job before, like I used to do a lot of training and mentoring and coaching for teams. I participated in the Talent Tampere mentoring program for maybe 6 years. That you're
Yeah.
basically mentoring foreign students that wanted to stay in Finland. So like people that came here maybe for their MBA or even PhD, and they wanted to stay in the country, and basically we were helping to make this bridge between the student life and the work life in Finland. Like if you're a foreigner, the way you apply for a job or even your CV can be very different depending
Okay.
on where you come from.
Okay. So basically, are there some you mentioned as a foreigner applying for a job and all that stuff, and you have come across people who having such problems like applying for a job and they need to work on their CV and like all those things. So what do you do which is like different from like from what other people do like to help them? Is there a special like format that they have to do the CV because somebody might be out there right now
Yeah.
and maybe they're having these difficulties in applying for jobs, or maybe their CV is a problem.
Yeah.
So what advice can you really give this person?
Like for me it's easy because I did a lot of recruitment in the past, so like I learned what is a good CV and what is not, and I noticed that the shorter the CV the better. So like the truth is that many times you don't go over that one page, so
Yeah.
that first one page is really important.
Okay.
And I think how I was helping mostly students is that I think it's the challenge with anyone that has just been recently graduating from the university and you don't really have a lot of work experience. And then how to highlight all the different projects maybe you've done at school or maybe your summer job or something else in your CV, because then you should put all those experience in your CV and not stress so much that, oh, I have zero work experience. Like you have other skills that you can maybe show in your CV.
Okay. Viewers, if you are joining us right now, I'm with Alexandra Santos, and she's giving us her experience and some tips on how we can go about applying for jobs. And like, if say you have some difficulties, she has mentioned some point that you need to like try to see if you can apply it to your already existing application to see how it will work for you this time around. Alexandra, I see that you are into this business. Well, your business lives around you. You turn left, it's just business. People having ideas. What is it like to start up a business in Finland? How is it? What are the challenges?
I think the challenges really vary like a lot in the kind of business that you want to set up.
Okay.
Like myself, we set up a company last year in order it was again one crazy project that we're like here at Tribe thinking that there needs to be this larger, for example, startup event in Tampere. So like a group of people came forward and we decided to put that one forward. But it is still like quite hard. There is not still one single place that you have all the information that you need in order to make a business here. So the information is still very scattered.
Okay.
So I know that it is a bit hard, and it's like a learning thing that people need to do when they're setting up the company, which kind of help they need. But I hope that there has been now some discussions with different organizations in Tampere in order to make that the services available for entrepreneurs in a more easier way to find, and as well accessible as well for non-Finnish speaking people.
Okay. You are a CEO.
Yeah, this year from Fresh Stream,
Yeah. So can you tell us more about the streaming festival event?
Yeah, so it's the biggest startup event in the Tampere region. We did it for the first time October last year, and the next one will be the 3rd of October. We're going to continue doing it in Hiedanranta, which is basically like a circular economy, this new Tampere kind of representation. So it fits very well. The event, we target for early stage startups. The idea is to give very concrete value for the startups and have like the right people in the event, like the right investors, the right companies that can, for example, help a company to grow.
Okay. So are there some kind of like specific companies or startups that you target to be part of this festival?
We hope like this early stage. There is not an event in Finland that really targets this, and I think it's when the companies they need most of the help, like in the beginning, and maybe they are going through the first funding round, so they need to understand, for example, the different kind of funding that is available. Maybe get inspiration from other companies and hear like some founder stories. Maybe it just needs some partners as well, and it's always a good way to meet people.
Yeah, I see that you are really in depth into this startup ecosystem stuff. And what are the benefits? How beneficial is this ecosystem, startup ecosystem? How is it beneficial? Many communities lack this a well proper structure. Startup ecosystem. So what makes it working here in Tampere?
I think any system that works needs to have all the little pieces working and talking with each other. And I think a lot of the work that we do here, as part of Tribe Tampere, network, is that we help connecting people, and we hope that, and as well we try to understand what are the services or the things that are missing in the ecosystem, and as well connecting Tampere with other cities and as well outside of Finland. So creating this this structure that is we try to be like the heart of the ecosystem, that we kind of try to inspire people, give them the motivation, connect them to people, and I think it's really important to have a system around you that provides support for your company.
Yeah. So what motivates you? So I see always you are so you are into it, it's like you have an extra passion in this. So what's that thing that motivates you? What really motivates you?
I think one of the things that, for example, motivated me a lot to join the like this startup ecosystem is that the people were different from, for example, I come from a very corporate background, and I think I started volunteering in Slush like 5 years ago. Like I was taking time off from work, and I had this fascination about entrepreneurs and all these companies that had these crazy ideas and they were trying to disrupt the world. And then the more time that I spent in getting to know startups and people that were actually working with startups, they had a different kind of energy and motivation.
Yeah.
And it was like you're next to those people and you're thinking, oh, I can do a lot of things, and the sky is the limit. And it was a bit that, and I always like networking a lot and connecting people, and so kind of for me I feel at home kind of in this setup. Yeah.
Viewers, if you are joining us right now, this is Alexandra Santos, and she's my powerful guest for today. And so far, she has been elaborating on startup ecosystem and what she does personally. And so far, I believe that what she's been saying are relevant to me and also to you. And Alessandra, I see that you have this you are so organized in you always try to make sure you do things appropriately. And you have this motto like why or why not or what not or why, am I right?
Yeah.
So is it like you never have challenges in what you do, or you just you have something extra that is in you that you doesn't have challenges? Or I don't know. I don't understand. Do you have some challenges that you have?
Yeah, I think like every day. I think it's the way that you face the challenges and you turn the challenges into opportunities. It's all about how you overcome problems, and so I think it is the mindset.
So if someone who is watching you right now and is kind of like, oh, I want to be like this lady, I want to, what can you say to that person?
I think being positive and turning problems into advantages or opportunities is something that actually you can learn. You can of course be born with that you're an extremely positive person, and then you have the strength to take any obstacle down, or it's a learning process that you actually start looking at things in a different way.
And also always be smiling like her. She always smiles.
Why not?
Why not? Alexandra, also I noticed that you have so much experience in leadership, in project management. And is it kind of did you study project management in school, or is it kind of an inbuilt characteristics in you?
Yeah, not at all. I come from I have a master's in arts, actually translation and literature and technical translation, so it has nothing to do with that. So I started working in Finland, and it just came by accident that I became a team leader. And then I started really liking, I like people, and I started going more and more, and I took courses of project management, of leadership, and it was a topic that was always interesting me a lot, how you can motivate your team, how you get your team to perform better, how, and it just came really naturally for me, and I think it's very important, and especially in any job.
Yeah.
If you have a good leader in your company or in your project, it makes things so much easier.
Okay. If you have to give 3 advice to startup companies, what will you say to them?
3 advices. That is really hard. I think that people should when they validate a lot. I think this validation, that they should really go out there and validate their idea with not only with they think that they're going to be their customers, but with everyone. That get a lot of feedback, get feedback all the time on what you're doing, and be very open on what you're doing. I think a lot of companies still think that someone's going to steal their idea, but just validate and try to get as much feedback as possible from different people, I think this networking is very much associated with that. Like, try to expand your network of people. They will be the ones like helping in your business along the way. You might not need the people today, but maybe your company will grow in 5 years, and you already have your company grown. And I think the third is being careful with the recruitment, especially like the initial phase of the company, like the team. Maybe the first 5 people in the company, they will really determine the success of your company. So
Alexandra Santos.
yes.
Senora. How they say it?
Yes.
Senora. Por favor. Am I saying well?
Por favor, yes.
You know, in different communities or in different countries, women don't have this ability to actually do what they want to do. Maybe because they are scared.
Yeah.
And at times also maybe they have like their environment cannot really encourage them, or they have environment cannot really encourage them.
Yeah.
So what can you say to these women who really want to be successful, but their environment or their friends or something is holding them back? What can you say to them to encourage them to move forward with their dreams?
I think just find a group of people that have the same ideals as you, and then you can get your strength from that people. That maybe in your whatever city that you live, just try to find for network. There's many networks that empowers women to do things, and just try to seek for people that maybe have the same ideals as you, and it's easier when you're doing things that you're not alone.
Okay.
Like in Finland, even though it's like a very equal country, women still like face non-equal opportunities and things like that. And I think just never be afraid of being who the person that you want to be.
Yeah.
Like it's not easy. Like I remember when I started working at Nokia, I was quite young, and it was majority were men, like older men. It was like challenging for me in the beginning to kind of impose, keep growing. But I think it's just keep on going and learn along the way.
Wow, that's powerful. I feel I was crying. Maybe I shouldn't cry.
Men can cry as well. Everybody can cry.
Thank you so much for sharing this in this show, and I believe that having you is going to be an inspiration to many people who are watching you right now.
Hope so.
Viewers, thank you so much for being with us. This is all we have for you today, and I believe that you'll learn something from Alexandra and also from her experience in Nokia and other things that she has mentioned here. And Alexandra, what's your last word that you can say to our, you want to say to our viewers? What's the last word that you can say to our viewers?
I don't know, very tough. I don't know, just keep on fighting whatever dreams that you have. Just keep on going.
But what if someone says they have been doing and they are failing always?
Ask help from other people. I think asking help, I think sometimes people are not, they're afraid of asking help from others. Maybe swallow your pride and ask for help.
Ask help if you are having difficulties. But the end point is stick with yourself and stick also with me as we stick with each other. Thank you for being part of this show, and I hope to see you the next show. Please share this information with your friends. I mean, there might be someone there who needs like encouragement or who needs advice from somebody like Alexandra. I think so, and this is very powerful. And I think that it has also inspired me to also like move forward with my own ideas. Thanks so much for being part of this show.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You like it?